First of all, we want to insert a module strip into service, and then we are just going to call this module strip map module. Then we are going to, in this map module, as we are calling it, make module dot make map equals to function, and we're going to get a player, so PLR in these brackets. Then we're going to say local max pauses, and something we have to do is in workspace insert a folder, and we are going to call this folder response, and then in there we can just insert parts, which we have to name unique names, so it'll be easy to just name them numbers, and then we can distribute these parts as of how we want them to be, where treasures to be able to spawn. We want to make these parts anchored, and so that they won't be in the way for the player to see. We'll make them transparent so that it's not too obvious where they can be. You can have as many parts of these as you want, but I will leave it at that. Then we can say here the local max pauses equals to workspace dot treasure spawns colon get children. Local ran pause num equals to math dot random 1 comma hashtag max pauses. It is going to get a random number between 1 and how many there are in this folder. Then we can do local ran pause name equals to max pauses, and then in square brackets ran pause num. Then we finally make a variable local ran pause equals to workspace dot treasure spawns square brackets ran pause num, and then after the square brackets dot position. Then we can drop 2 lines local chest, because now we want to make a chest, so I'm just going to open the toolbox and search for chest, and we can use, let's say, this one. It doesn't really matter. This chest needs to have a few things. For one, it needs to have a click detector and a strip, but we're going to edit that later. For now, we're just going to put the chest into click storage, and it's entered. Okay, perfect. Returning back to the map module, we can complete the local chest equals to game.replicated.storage.chest clone chest.position equals to ranpause chest.parent equals to workspace. And now we want to make that this chest actually gives the player something. So we're going to make something. We're going to insert service insert a folder, and we're going to call this the treasure loot table. Then just to distribute loot, we can search, we can just add some random items we want to have as the loot. And then we can just select all of these tools, put them into the folder treasure loot table. Then we can go into the script from the chest, say strip.parent.click detector.mouse click connect function, and it will pass in the player, so we write that in the brackets. And theoretically we can just give the player the stuff they need, the stuff they'll get. So we'll just say local loot table equals to game.serverstorage.loot.treasure loot table. Local random equals to math.random 1 comma hashtag loot table colon get children. Local loot equals to loot table, and then in square brackets loot table colon get children, and then adding another pair of square brackets. In those square brackets we're going to say random. After these square brackets we'll say dot name, and after the final square brackets colon clone. Loot dot parent equals to plr dot backpack. And then just so that the chest will actually fade out too, so that it will be removed, we can say strip.parent.click detector colon destroy, so that you can't click the chest whilst it's getting removed and get a lot of loot. And then we're just going to say for I equals to 1 comma 10 do. So this is the following code is going to repeat 10 times You can see this and from one of my tutorials if you wish. And let's see, AI code suggestion suggests the perfect code. Just increase the transparency by 0.1 and wait a tenth of a second. So in the time span of 1 second, it's going to fade out, and then we just have to say script parent :destroy so that the chest is actually done and not only invisible. Perfect. Now, as we can see, if we play the game and hop onto the server, we can say require game.server-script-service.map module and then .make map game.players.ddoelker. That is my username. And if we press enter, yep, as we can see, it spawns a map. It spawns a chest over there, and we can click it, and I get an axe tool. It fades away, and it's gone. Yeah, it's the axe tool is something from the loot table. That was part 1. In the next part, I'm going to show you how you can actually make it so that only with that you can find this chest, and that you can only open it if you have the correct treasure anchor to it. Bye.